Also like to update you on the coordinator for the Marion County ATC, the Marion County High School in Business and Industry. A couple of weeks ago, our board moved forward with creating a position to where we had someone who actually worked with those three entities, and you would be amazed at all the projects that we already have going on. Yesterday, they dug a footer for a house. So our students that are actually taking classes at the ATC in carpentry classes, they are getting a real world project. I'd like to thank John G. Mattingly, his wife, and also Joe Mattingly for donating the property for us to actually do that house. And we've already had the city planning and zoning come out and talk to the kids. We had the footer, like I said, dug yesterday. So we're actually working on a real world hands-on house project. A lot of other projects, for example, they would like to build a train for our Christmas parade that we normally do. We rent that train. Cost a little bit of money, but what a great way for students to actually build this train. And every year when it's pulled down the parade, you know, the students that were actually a part of that can say, when I was at the ATC, I was actually a part of making that train, and as they come through, and you know, there's nothing like that little Christmas parade to see the kids' eyes light up, but actually we're going to actually be teaching the kids some real world skills as well. Lots of industry visits. Mr. Barden, Mr. Merritt, Mr. Hall, and some teachers of well have been working closely with business and industry and visiting with them to determine what it is, what are their needs, and what can we do at the ATC to help meet those needs. So I thought that was a very good news item. The majority of our jobs do come from manufacturing in Marion County, and so when we say we want our kids to be college and career ready, we've got some things here in place in our county that some counties don't have. So we want our kids to leave here and be career ready. And I know one of the industries, actually, I think they told Mr. Hall, you know, they don't have to have all the skill set. We want kids who can problem solve and who can be creative and who can work together. And you know, I think we have the buildings and skills and people in place to help our kids do that. I did yesterday meet with some local officials, Tom Lund, Jimmy Higdon, Terry Mills, Freddie Hipp, John Thomas, Water Commissioner. Also, we talked about, you know, what are the goals? What are the goals for Marion County? When the state meets with this new budget cycle, what are we going to ask for in Marion County? So was very pleased with that, and their number one priority, and I think you all need to know that, the number one priority for this group, John Thomas also from the city was there, technical education. That was their number one priority. And that they want to make sure that we can try to get that industrial maintenance position back and get that funded through career technical education. To update you on the vacant board member that we do have, that did run in the newspaper this week. It'll run again next week. What we're hoping is that we have at least 2 people apply for that vacant board member's position, and then the state will come in and go through the regulations and go through the proper procedures to actually get someone appointed to fulfill Mr. Hacker's term. Next Thursday, there will be a superintendent summit in Frankfort, and they've asked all the superintendents to be there to meet with Commissioner Holliday. I'm sure there'll be some things they tell us we need to do and we need to continue to do. And I do know one of the things they are going to talk about is funding, and one of the funding things they're going to talk about is the KSBET. And I know in our district we have talked about the fact that that's going to be $575,000 we're looking at being responsible for. So that is a budget concern. I know that's one of the items that they'll talk about. And just to finish up with, you know, I know we have some BG1s that we're going to talk about eventually at Calvary, adding some classrooms and doing some additional renovations to Marion County High School. So Scott and I are working with Leonard, our architect, and we'll work on moving forward with doing as much as we can with the money that we have. So I know that's a pretty big superintendent's report, but I do think that we're doing a lot of things. The teachers are doing we're doing a lot of things in our district. Our leaders are leading. I'm expecting people to plan intentionally, and I think it's important for you to know that you know, we do have goals, and we want to make things happen because it's about kids. So, do you have any questions?
Did you get any names on the board through the ad? Has any names come in?
Not yet. Just started.
One comment that's, I noticed that walkthrough, I think that's a very, very good idea. It gives you some oversight of what's taking place in schools.
Well, we want to monitor, you know.
Yes.
We want to monitor, and we want this to be an opportunity for all of us to learn from one another. And I think by pairing up the facility walk with that, you know, it's an overall big picture building, so we're going to be looking at a lot of things together. So we're excited. We're
Good way to
excited.
monitor.